76, where NHL, the best of the NHL play, the best of the NHL and international play. You've been a part of this. What does it mean? What does it mean to you when you put that jersey on?
Well, there's no better feeling than playing for your country. And whether you're from Sweden, United States, Finland, or Canada, you get a chance and an opportunity. It's a dream come true for every young kid. And this Canadian team's unique because guys like Crosby, they've played in some of these tournaments, but some of our best players like McDavid and Nathan McKinnon and McCarr, they really haven't had this opportunity to play in an event like this. They're going to see a whole new world playing in this event. It's going to be really exciting for all of them.
And growing up in Toronto, I wasn't really a Leaf fan because they weren't very good, Gretz, and half the city were Leaf fans, half the city wasn't. But I could tell you what, when that red and white came on TV during the Olympics or international tournaments, like when you played in Canada Cup, we all fell in line and everyone was so passionate. And Montreal, Biz, as a city, doesn't get any better than Montreal. You're going to have 20,000 referees, coaches in the stands. Like, people just going crazy for just a little thing is a line change when McDavid and Crosby go over the boards. That place will be buzzing.
No doubt. Even when I was playing with the Coyotes, you go there for warm-up, it'd be sold out and everybody be packed in there. So I'm excited, some meaningful hockey. And I was going to throw it back towards Gretz. Your first time throwing on the Leaf, who were the most nervous you were being around as far as players?
Oh my God, I was like a little kid. I was a puppy dog. I followed Guy Lafleur wherever he went. I was 19 years old and I'm sitting beside Guy Lafleur, and at that time he was the best player in hockey and I idolized him as a player. And then I got to know him and I became very good friends with him, and he took care of me and he took me under my wing. I didn't go anywhere he didn't go. I followed him for 6 weeks. But, you know, it was such a pleasure for me and such a joy to get a chance to play not only with Guy Lafleur, but I got to play with Mike Bossy and Dennis Potvin and Brian Trottier, some of the elite players in the game. And that's what makes it so unique and so much fun, is that you compete against these guys all the time and you want to show them that you belong. And then all of a sudden you're teammates and you become best of friends. And the hardest part for Canada in these events, they don't play a lot of time together. They don't kind of grow up. Canada's a big country. This Swedish team, they've probably played a ton of hockey together, minor hockey, junior hockey, world championships, Olympic games. They know each other, and that's going to be a tall task for the Canadian team. They're going to have to learn each other's habits real quick because you only get 3 games, and if you lose the first 2, you're going home.
Well, Gretz, you can always learn so much playing with these guys on these teams too.
Right.
When you go in these new situations, isn't that why you went to the rink super early? Because Guy Lafleur used to get there super early at 2 o'clock.
He used to go at 1:30 and he was dressed and ready to go, except for he didn't have his skates tied. And everybody would say, Flower's already in there ready to go. And I was like, oh my gosh, I guess I better start going to the rink at 1:30, 2 o'clock. But that's the kind of thing that rubs off on your teammates, right? But this is an interesting time because this Canadian team is so deep and is so good, and we're expecting so much out of them. We're expecting great things, but sometimes it's hard to gel together. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. It might take them today's game and tomorrow's practice and Friday's practice and then play the Americans. It's tough to gel. Just because you're a good player doesn't mean you're going to fit in with the guy beside you. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
You know what? For the basics of this tournament, let's just give you a refresher because it is